We're live. I think we are. I know it's not the most ideal time to go live on a Sunday night, but I have time to do it now, so I'm doing it now. See if anybody's able to get on here. If not, I guess you guys can watch it all later. Oh, hope everybody's doing well out there in internet land. Big Sean here. If you didn't know, that's me on knocking on the table, idiot. Kids. So, as most of you know, we've got a new line of Goose Calls coming out. The buzz is buzzing, and a lot of people are asking questions and making assumptions about it. So I figured I'd go on here and at least give you the straight-up rundown on what they are, what they're made out of, etc., so on and so forth and such. What do you think of that? Good idea? All right. So, the new line is called the Next Level. The Next Level series. So I had the Next Generation, still do for now. Man, that light's bright, sorry. Still going to run the Next Generations for a little bit. Next Generations are still a great call. It's a totally different material. Well, first of all, I'll just tell you the difference between like a Next Gen and the Next Level. So, the Next Level has a different texture on it. It's more of like a small little bumpy texture. When you put it in your hands, it's actually very soft. Wintertime and doesn't even feel cold. It's kind of cool. We were using them last winter and you can get your hands cold using them. But anyway, it's a different texture. The mouthpiece is going to be a little harder than the insert. Mouthpiece, though, still has good flexibility, but it's rigid. It's rigid enough that it's going to hold the guts and hold the call in there good. If you make it too flimsy, which we've tried, then it kind of loosens and falls apart. So the mouthpiece is going to be more rigid than the insert. The insert's super pliable, more pliable than the Next Gen. So, like on a density, I'd say I'd say like the Next Gen material is probably like an 80, and this stuff is about 60. So it's going to be a lot softer. What this actually is, this is a urethane rubber. Now the other stuff, the Next Generations, they were a silicone-based rubber, and they kind of were compared to, say, a car tire, a truck tire, and they had a little bit of that smell, that like truck tire smell. And I didn't have a lot of people complain about it, but there was a few people that were complaining that it smelled, had an odor to it, and it did. It smelled like rubber. So these calls, it's a different kind of rubber. It's a urethane rubber. It doesn't have a strong odor. Actually, some of them almost have like a minty smell. You'll see if you get some. But that's one difference. The other difference is I can do them in a lot of different colors. I can show you all the colors in a second. I've talked about them a little bit earlier, but with doing these all in-house on my own and with this material, I can do a ton of different colors. I'm going to offer 6, 7, 8 colors that will be offered all the time. I could do more. I might do some custom special runs and whatever, but I'm going to do like 7, 8, main colors that everybody's talking about and everybody's wanting. I've been listening to that. Anybody having a beer with me? I kind of switched back over to Bud Light. Don't get me wrong, I like Busch Light, but I've been going with the Bud Light kick lately. Anyway, back to these calls. So that's a big difference. It's different material. It's softer to touch. Just as durable. Like it's going to be hard to beat the Next Gen for durability and for toughness. I mean, that's as tough as they get. This stuff is just as tough, but it's softer. It's more pliable. I think it's more comfortable in the hands, and there's no smell. What else is different about it? No rivets in these. Same kind of O-ring adapter. You can see I got those new guts in there. I'll talk about them in a second. Same kind of O-ring adapter, but we're just using, I think I found the right glue just to hold them in there. I didn't want to have to run rivets again. I wanted more of a clean look on the call, so we're not running rivets. We ran a bunch of them last year in the fall and winter hunting with them. Me and Brandon Hardy and Chad Olds and Paul and everybody, we ran them. We had pretty good success. Now we had some other glue I was using that would come off here and they would get loose. This stuff I found now should be pretty good. I will back it, of course, 100%. And I've been putting them in the freezer and doing all sorts of stuff with them. We ran them all through the winter and had good luck with them. But I had these last year and the idea, and everything, but I wanted to perfect the process more, and I was really working on the guts to get the guts exactly where I wanted them in the right material, because they're real finicky and how they're made. But I'll think of another difference in a little bit. But there's a few differences on the on that call. Oh, I should probably turn this so you can see some of them. Oh, there you go. And you can see my beard too. Well, I guess you can't see my face. Nobody wants to see that, right? Ain't nobody want to see this face. Oops. Anyway. So, this call, the next level, is going to be, they're going to retail for $180, but the first few weeks are out. I'm going to run a promo code on them. Basically, you can get them for $150. This is a call that's built for killing. As it says right on there, built to kill. Like, I've always said that about my calls is I don't make pretty and fancy calls, shiny calls. I make calls to freaking kill geese. I make calls that are meant to be put on your lanyard and beat around, slammed in your call bag, whatever. Like, these things are extremely durable and tough. All the calls that I make are, except acrylic. Acrylic is, we're still making acrylic for now, but it's on its way out for us especially, because there's so many more materials that other people don't use, but they can be used. Like, it's crazy. Nobody really incorporates any other materials, so that's what I'm trying to do, is incorporate different materials, different sounds, but mainly for the durability and longevity of the call. So, I mean, this is a call you're going to have forever. It's not really good for my resales, because once you buy one, you really don't need to buy another one for a while. They last forever. I mean, the next gen I had on my lanyard for the last 7 8 years, and nothing's wrong with it. It was just dirty. So, other than that, they really don't go wrong. You got to tune them. You know, keep the reed fresh in them when you can. Take care of them like you would a car, kind of like changing the oil in the car. But so the guts. Let's see. Turn this. I don't know if I should turn this way, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna try this. You can tell I'm not really prepared, because I never am. It's just a live video. If the phone falls, I'll pick it up. But what's up, everybody? I'll say hi to everybody in a minute. I just want to cover some of this stuff. Now, I'm just rambling on. I don't really know what I was going to cover. A lot of guys are asking about the calls. Now, this call will be available with all of our guts in it. So, a Big Kahuna and the Mr. Big, those are the two Goose Calls. I've never one time changed the designs of the look of that call, those calls, or the inside dimensions, because they're perfect. Like, they're done. They're right. When me and Zink were putting them together, and I told him what I liked, and I don't need to ever change the actual call. You can change the engraving on it and blah, blah, all that crap, but it's all about the guts, what's inside of the call, and then what the call's made out of. And that's why we're incorporating this different material. Now, the guts are made from a, that looks weird. The guts are made from a urethane polymer, actually. So this is a plastic, but it's a flexible, softer plastic. I did a little video and at a fast forward motion. You can take this gut, bend it around, do whatever you want with it. I mean, I don't know why you would, but I'm just saying the capabilities of this material, and set it there, and after a few minutes it goes right back to where it was. So it goes right back to the molded position. And by doing this, I played around with a lot of materials. And if you go too hard, it's just like another gut. And our other guts are awesome, and we use really hard plastic for those. Because we don't want them to break it anymore. But on this, with this softer material, it's still going to hold form, but it does give the call a different sound. Like I've said a million times before, a goose's mouth is not hard. Like, the only thing hard on a goose's mouth is his beak, the outside of the beak. The inside, the tongue, the larynx, all part of that goose's throat, and where the sound's coming from, is elasticy and rubbery and tubey and soft sounding, because that's what the material's like. So, trying to make a new gut, and it's got these little ridges in there. They kind of look like the tongue on a goose's tongue, or the teeth like on a goose's tongue. That's not why I put them in there, but that is just kind of to create some rigidity down the center. Basically, it's a red, white, and blue gut with rigidity lines in here to hold this, make it stiffer, because if not, then it's going to be too flexible here, and it'll just move around the call. So I had to build in some durability ridges in there to hold it, make it hold its shape while it's in your call. Other than that, it's just made from a different material. But it's the blue gut for the tone channel with durability ridges in it, and of course, totally different material. And I call it, it's a flex gut is what I call it. I call it the bourbon flex just because it's kind of a bourbon root beer type color. It's what I'm going with. I mean, I could make them pink if I wanted to. It doesn't matter. But I just going with that. So this is the new flex gut. This gut is very finicky, but holy shit is it goosey. Now, I've had a few people running them. Brennan hunted with one last year. He just did a sound file for me. Chad ran them last year. I ran them. Paul ran. I think, yeah, Paul had some. I sent some out to Joe Hartman and Steve Lutz out in Colorado. Everybody's like, well, this thing is different, but man, I really like it. And it is different. So once you might get it in your hand and be like, oh, man, I don't know about this. But it's different. It's not going to be for everybody. I would say this new gut is definitely more for an experienced caller, in that you at least know how to control your air and don't overblow it and put too much pressure in. Because the way I tune these with a thin reed, they're very easy to blow. They don't take a lot of air, but they're very finicky, and you can overblow them and stick it big time. This gut is not meant to jump on and hit it with power like the blue gut or the gray gut. It's not meant for that. It's meant for soft calling, sounding exactly like a geese, like a goose. So here's a couple little sounds. I mean, I'm gonna do sound files later and some stuff on YouTube. Getting these in a lot of guys' hands just to get opinions, and we hunted with them a lot. I wanted to make sure they were right, the best of my ability, before I came out and started selling them. So that's why I'm just not coming out with them. And I've had to buy more material and stuff in-house to build them myself. Still, I can only build 2 a day. Now, the material I use, the stuff sets up crazy fast. Like within 30 seconds, it's already starting to stiffen up. And so I can build 2 next level calls a day. So I've been slowly trying to get inventory built up a little bit, playing with colors. But I mean, it's truly a custom call done all right here. The guts are done the same way right here, and everything's right here. So we're still going to do acrylic for a while, but it's on its way out within the next year or two. It's not really my jam. It's great. It's been good for the last 20, 30 years. It's just time for something new. So I'll be doing sound files and have some YouTube videos up, hopefully by the weekend, because this is going to go live on the website July 1st, which is what, Wednesday, or Thursday, Friday? Something like that. So I'll have it done. I just got to get photos of them and get the descriptions up there. But I mean, of course, the Mr. Big is going to be a little bit higher pitch in general than the Big Kahuna because it's a shorter range. But like, here's one with the new guts in it. It sounds incredible. It sounds like a goose. I think it sounds way better outside. I did a little clip last week, me outside blowing them, and the video or the whatever I'm going to make for YouTube, I'm going to do a lot of sound files outside. Because, I mean, I think it sounds incredible. It bounces off the barn, the shop, and the trees, and it doesn't really have that loud, piercing sound, that echoing all over. It sounds like a freaking goose right behind this tree over here. We've got 50 geese in the backyard every day, and I listen to them. I watch them. I hear the sounds they make. I listen to the echoes and the cadences of them. That's why we build what we build. So, you know, and you can run other ones. Like, these are going to be available with other guts. Here's a orange one with red, white, and blue guts. I mean, if you're looking for a power call, something you can jump on it and really get on them, you're going to want to go with different guts. You're going to want to go with the red, white, and blue guts, or if you're more of a beginner, go with the original gray guts. looking for something with power, plenty of volume, something you can put a lot of air into, you're going to want to go with the red, white, and blue guts. But if you're a more experienced caller and you can control your air and you're looking for a different sound, a different octave, a different pitch, then you go with the new flex guts. It's hard to tell in here. It's in the shop and it's close and it's on a phone, but I'll have some stuff up on YouTube and you'll really be able to tell the difference. Now, a lot of guys are probably going to get this call, guys that are used to blowing a call hard, and they're going to overblow it. Like, you can't get this call and just jump on it and push a whole bunch of air into it and just try to roll. It's going to stick. The reed's thin, and the way the guts are, it's not made for that. It's made for goosey sounds, low sounds, unbelievable on the water, great on calm days, but I use it every day. Like, it's plenty loud enough for anything that I've experienced. I don't even carry an acrylic call on my lanyard no more. I mean, it's the only thing with acrylic that's a little better is they're a little louder, but you don't really need it. These calls are loud enough for anything I've experienced, and we've had great success just with these calls. So, some different colors. I got this hot green. Some guys like. Did I get that tune? Oh yeah. See, I just threw some regular gray guts in this. So, the call, you still get the durability. You still get the longevity of the call, but if you're not a more experienced caller, just get the original gray guts in it. It's going to be easy to blow, mellow. It's going to sound like any other Big Kahuna, except it's going to be a little softer sounding and way more durable because of the material. Really, it's a huge variety. I just want somebody to get a call that's going to be durable, last them a long time, and it's going to sound like a goose. We're not putting paint in these. We're not making them fancy. These are made for killing. You don't have to go on your lanyard, get bloody, get dirty, get beat around, thrown around, whatever. These things are made for killing, basically. I have so much respect for guys that make great calls and pretty calls and beautiful wood, and I love that shit. That's just not me. That's not what I build or what I like. I do like them. I have a whole collection of them, but that's not what I build. I build calls for killing geese and calls that you can get rough on. Here's red, white, and blue guts in this blue Big Kahuna. Same thing. It's going to be fuller. It's going to be louder. You can jump on it. Now I switched to one with the live or the flex guts in it. I was going to call them live guts, but I went with flex guts because it kind of explains it. You can hear it's got so much more built-in rasp, softer tones, and the pitch of the call is a different octave. Now, some guys might not be able to hear it. I can, and any kind of music guys, you'll be able to tell. And I was listening to some of the other guys blow it, like Austin up in Minnesota. He won the novice goose calling contest put on online, and first place he got a call from me. So I said, man, I'm gonna send you one of these and see what you think about it. Just give it to him. He won it. So I did it, and he did a little sound file for me. And like, even when somebody else is blowing, it's like, shit, like that thing sounds good. Like it sounds like you close your eyes, and with the right cadence, I mean that's got that elasticy, soft goose sound. Period. Brennan, of course, Brennan's freaking awesome. He was blowing it, and he's done a little sound file, same thing. It's like, man, I love hearing other people blow it that can blow a call good, just to hear that different sound. It just solidifies my idea and knowing that the call's right, and it's different than anything else on the market. There's nothing like it. Nobody's copied it yet because it probably takes too much work. It does take a lot of work. That's kind of a pain in the ass, but they're freaking awesome. And they're going to kill the hell out of geese, and they're going to last you a long time, and it's different. They're fun to play with. love that sound. I love that thin, tubey, elastic sound. Kind of like a tube call, but these things last forever. You don't have to mess with them, and they're easier to blow. I don't know if I got anything else tuned. Just that simple back and forth cluck. This thing sounds like a goose. It's not that it takes a lot of air, but these guts are finicky. You can overblow them. They're a little bit harder to tune. They are. It's just the way it is. So if you're not an experienced caller or a guy that thinks looking for something different, don't get the new guts, because you won't know how to blow them correctly. You'll probably overblow them, and you're just going to get pissed off that you bought them. So if you're looking for a call that's easier, kind of a beginner, getting going on them, go with the gray guts. And if you're kind of in between, like I like the red, white, and blue guts in one of my calls, because I need something with some more power, something I can jump on the birds when they're far away. With these guts, you can't do that necessarily. So I use the red, white, and blue guts in one of my calls, and I'm running the flex guts in the other call that I like to finish with. Easy to blow one-handed. Again, you can do anything with them. I don't do any of that shit hunting. When I'm hunting, it's... That's what we do when we're hunting. And that's really what you need to do. Now... this is a big kahuna. Again, you can hear the big kahuna is going to be lower sounding or gravelly sounding, just the way it is. Mr. Big's going to be a little higher pitch. I think in this call, I don't know. It's really hard for me to pick which one I like better. I know Glenn Burgard has been asking me which one I like better, and I really don't know, because it's kind of like having a toolbox. You need a little bit of everything in there. I love the Mr. Big, but at the same time, the big kahuna has these low tones that you can't get out of any other call that I know of. Not with this easeability and right tone. That's a big goose, man. So, just going over these real quick. I got like this white color. And do this hot green. Some guys like it, whatever. Do a blue, cream, ivory, whatever. Orange, like a tan color. Charcoal, gray, and then black. Did I already say black? Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do for now. But that's like 7, 8 colors. Plenty of choices. That's kind of what this call is. You got a lot of options. You can get any gut in it. So it really just opens our options up. The next generation, been a great call. But eventually it's probably going to phase itself out, because with this material, there's so much more we can do. It's easier to make them. And you have way more options with colors and doing a lot of different stuff. So, like I said, I will go make a video this week. I got to finish spraying. We got probably one more week of spraying. Hopefully I can get it done this week if it's not too windy. But I know I haven't gone live much because I've been busy, period, exclamation point. So I'll try to go live more. I always say that, but I know it's hard for me sometimes. But I'll go live. I'll run a promo code. I'll get that implemented into the system sometime this week, and I'll do another video. Of course, posting on Instagram a lot, sound files and reels and whatever the hell you call that stuff. Heck, I don't even know half time. I'll have a YouTube video up, giving more specifics, but pretty cool shit. Like, I've been working on them. I want them right. They're cool. I mean, these guts are unique. If you're a good caller, you know how to blow a call, and you're open-minded and want to try something different, want to look for that different sound, try out these flex guts. I'll sell the flex guts separate as well. I'll get those on the website. Pre-warning, they are a bitch to tune. You have to take a file around the edges and just make sure that reed fits in there just perfect. If not, it'll catch. So a lot of guys think that they can just throw them in and make them work. Yeah, that takes a little time. When I'm sitting here in the shop, one will take me 5 minutes, one will take me 15 minutes. It's just crazy. So price point's going to be retail for $180. I'll probably do, the first few weeks are going, I'll do 20% off or something, 25% off, whatever makes them close to $150. Yeah, I don't know if I got anything else. There's a lot of stuff that's different about these, but I'll cover more of it later when I remember, because I'm just sitting here molding some, and I'm like, I should probably go live, because I don't. So I want to say hi to everybody. Oops. Let's see who we got. Steven, what's up? Kyle, yo. What's up, Andrew? Sean Benz. Man, that's a good name you got there, bub. Tom. Gary, hi Gary, how you doing? There's Glenn. Adam, hi. What did my phone just do? Fud. Joe. I can't keep, my phone keeps jumping on me. Anyway, hi everybody. Phil, Kyle, Phil, Wade, Randy, Schmandy, Randy Huff, Seth. Anyway, so it's going to be pretty cool stuff. They'll be available July 1st. I was going to say January. July 1st. So I've just got to get some photos this week, and so I can put them up on the website, get them in there. So I've got a few of each color right now built, and I keep building them every day, and I'm sure I'll get behind, like I always do, and it's gonna be, you're gonna have to wait on them for a little while, but just remember that I'm doing them in here one at a time, and they take some time. Like I said, I can only do 2 a day. That's all I can do with the equipment that I have right now and the time that I have. I can do 2 a day. That's it. So I'm not looking to sell 1,000 of these things. If you guys buy that many, you better be in for a wait. Jesus, don't buy that many. I mean, if I sell 100 and 200, I'd be good with that. Like, but just know that you're gonna get cool shit. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be stuff for killing. Meant to kill, built to kill. Oh, I don't know. I got this kind of chocolate color too, but I think I'm going with more tan. Hey, I don't know. You'll be surprised when I put them up what colors I put, but those are the main colors I talked about earlier. So, yeah. Hope everybody's doing well. It's summertime. It's been hot. We've been dry here in Michigan. Our dryland stuff's not looking too good. I don't know what the rest of you guys looking like. Our irrigated stuff looks all right because we irrigate it, but just a lot more work and could use some rain. So if any of you guys are getting some extra rain, send it over here to the Midwest. We got a little last night, but not much. Just enough to take the dust down for a day. So what else? Yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. I'll be doing some stuff. Let's see. Steven just sent it to me. Yeah, those aluminum inserts they were good. They're tough, but when it got cold, they would open up. The guts would come loose. So, yeah. All right, boys. Not you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people on internet land. I said boys, and he looks at me like he's fired up. Well, he is. He's always fired up. So I'm going to mold some more, work on some sound files, and I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you very, very soon. So I know a lot of you guys aren't on here, but it's the only time I had time to go live. So I'm live. Talk to you guys later. Be good. God is good. Work hard, pray hard. Peace. Chicken on the grease. Okay, bye. Okay.